In the Bekaa Valley of Lebanon stands one of the most puzzling construction sites in the ancient world, Baalbek. At first glance, it appears to be exactly what history tells us it is, a grand Roman religious complex. Towering columns rise into the sky. Massive temple walls stretch across a carefully constructed platform. Everything about it reflects power, precision, and imperial ambition. But beneath those temples lies something that shifts the entire conversation. Built into the foundation are stones so large that they challenge our assumptions about what ancient builders were capable of. 3 of these blocks, known as the Trilithon, weigh close to 1,000 tons each. They are set with remarkable precision, forming part of a retaining wall that supports the massive structure above. Not far away, in the quarry where these stones were cut, lies an even more astonishing piece of evidence. A single unfinished block weighing over 1,600 tons. It was carved, shaped, and prepared for transport, but never moved. That's where the mystery begins. The widely accepted explanation is grounded in known engineering principles. The Romans, or possibly earlier builders whose work they incorporated, quarried these stones nearby and transported them using sledges, rollers, and large coordinated labor forces. The relatively short distance between quarry and site makes the task more feasible. With enough manpower, time, and careful planning, the stones could have been dragged across prepared ground and raised into place using ramps and incremental lifting techniques. This explanation is consistent with what we know about Roman engineering. They were capable of extraordinary feats, and they had the organization and resources to execute them. But even within that framework, Baalbek stands at the extreme edge of what seems practical. The question is not whether it's possible in theory, but how exactly it was done in practice. The scale pushes beyond what we typically see elsewhere in the Roman world, and that opens the door to another possibility. Some researchers propose that the Romans didn't originate this foundation. Instead, they may have inherited it, building their temples on top of an earlier, more ancient platform. If that's the case, then the true builders of the Trilithon remain unknown. That idea leads into a much older set of traditions. In the book of Genesis, there is a brief and cryptic reference to beings known as the Nephilim. They are described as mighty and unusual, figures that stand apart from ordinary human history. Across different cultures and time periods, similar accounts appear, stories of giants, powerful beings who existed in the distant past. For some, Baalbek becomes a physical echo of those stories. The argument is straightforward. Stones of this magnitude seem to exceed normal human limits. If ancient texts describe beings of unusual size and strength, then perhaps those beings played a role in constructing structures like this. In that view, Baalbek is not simply a human achievement, it is a remnant of a different kind of world. A world where either physical capability or knowledge exceeded what we currently understand. But this theory faces a critical problem. There is no direct evidence tying Baalbek to giants. No skeletal remains, no inscriptions, no clear archaeological layer that confirms the presence of such beings. The connection rests on interpretation, linking physical structures to ancient narratives without a definitive bridge between them. And that brings the discussion back to where it began. Baalbek does not conclusively prove an unknown civilization. It does not confirm the existence of giants, but it also resists being reduced to a simple explanation. It stands as a structure that forces us to confront limits of both certainty and imagination. Either ancient builders, using coordination, persistence, and ingenuity, achieved something that stretches our expectations of human capability, or there are elements of the past, whether cultural, technological, or historical, that we have not yet fully uncovered. The stones remain massive, silent, precisely placed, and they leave behind a question that is still unanswered. What kind of world makes something like this possible? Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Your support helps this channel grow and keeps content like this coming. I'll see you in the next one.